Hey, what's up, people? I just want to give my thoughts on this whole NFL and Colin Kaepernick situation, which, just truly disturbs me. And, how we're being done, whether it's by the police force or whether it's by some of these sports franchises, of course, namely the NFL. And I just got off the phone the other day with DirecTV. And of course, they were trying to get me to sign back up for NFL Sunday Ticket. And there was a time in my life where I lived and breathed the NFL. If you see my Facebook page, you'll see have been a diehard Ravens fan from Baltimore. So, and of course, my main man was Ray Lewis. And then to see Ray Lewis the other day with Shannon Sharpe, I ain't gonna lie to you, it broke my heart. Because there was Shannon Sharpe almost 20 years ago having Ray Lewis's back, when in layman's terms those white people wanted to string Ray Lewis up by his nutsack. Plain and simple. They wanted his life. They wanted his ass. They wanted his money. They wanted his job. But there was Shannon Sharpe standing right there, protecting him. But then I look at both of them the other day, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I said, what in the world has happened to Ray Lewis? But that's nothing new. It's what happens to us. Almost probably like that movie Get Out. And you saw some of the black people. They wasn't always the way they were because something had happened to them. Perhaps they had been kidnapped and then they had been indoctrinated with something. They had lost their memory. And like Malcolm X said, they lost their minds. But I'm going to tell you, as I look upon YouTube and I learn so much more every single day about myself, about my culture, about other people's culture, and I become more aware. What's the reason of learning so much if at some point you learn some things and you don't apply them? And when you see institutions like the NFL, 70% black, at least. Almost all the skilled players are black. You're not going to go out there and see a cornerback that's white. A few here or there. But the ones that's paid big money, they're all black. The wide receivers, almost all black. Star ones. Of course, you got a few that are white or other. Defensive ends, black. Running backs, black. Even some of your best offensive linemen, black. But then when it comes down to it, what do they treat us like? Pure shit. And that's what they're saying to Colin Kaepernick. And we as black people, at some point, need to stand up for our own. Because whether we're at this game, because actually people that come to the game don't even really matter. It's the people that's watching it on TV. That's where the big money is. It's the TV contracts. Or the DirecTV contracts. That's how the NFL is getting some of their most, their major money from, is there. And that's where we can have an effect. And you know, when I watched this year's Super Bowl, I tell you, I've never seen so much blatant of a game that was fixed. And see, I was still burning up by that. But then once this Colin Kaepernick thing come along, and they act like he done something really bad, you know, like he done killed somebody, like he done raped somebody, like he molested someone, like he has some sort of disease communicable that no one wants to touch. They're treating our brother like that. Someone who has the guts to put, you know, his career on the line. And, you know, a few years back, I really didn't like the guy, you know, because my team was in a Super Bowl with his team, Baltimore. But once I saw what he was doing, I had way more appreciation for him than I ever thought I would of any NFL player. Way more. You know, because we can all talk a lot of talk, but when you truly walk the walk, you know, it's very similar to people back in the day who put their lives on the line and spoke out because they knew they could die, you know, or did certain things where you knew you could lose your job. That's when it really matters, you know. So I just wanted to chime in a few minutes. Perhaps I'll make something a little bit more in depth, but I really wish many would join me and join others and just doing without football this year, you know. Wait for basketball to start back up, you know. But in the meantime, shit, pick up a book, learn some more stuff, you know, about your culture, my culture, you know, the history. Learn all these different things instead of sitting there on Sundays, Sunday nights, Monday nights, Thursday nights, watching something in which they will turn around and disrespect us with a flip of the switch and won't even think twice about it. Y'all take care.